Congratulations! We are now alive. Great. Give me a.
We have the aid of the
Nope, not there.
Marquis of.
There we go.
Fuck, how do you? How is it
We
spelled?
Guarden.
Guarden, thank you.
There we go. That should be.
And we have learned that there is an issue with monsters being aggravated and coming closer and encroaching on the city now. From Vasan Arith, who is the Marquis, and we are waiting for Alanir Fyson to come back so we can talk to him.
I have been sitting here.
Alinar,
I haven't even gotten to my.
Alinar.
Alinar.
What I say?
Alinar.
No, I have it spelled right here. What I say?
You said Alanir with an I.
I'm just fucking
like Alan Farr.
Dumb. Language. No.
Oh no, our one viewer is going to be worried.
Hey,
oh, it's me. It's me.
No, it's Knox as well.
It's probably Alex, actually.
Well, I have it.
Alex, me, and Pat. Those are the three.
There's
I'm
5.
also in there, but I think it's.
I see 3.
I see 5.
Do you see 5 in the side list or in the little people button at the bottom?
People button.
There's 5 in the side list.
Anyway.
Here's Wonderwall.
4 of them are us.
Here's Wonderwall.
sorry, you said that and I had to complete it.
Immediately grab
the guitar's behind him.
Yeah. But he's not a
bard.
bard.
DMCA'd immediately. So, where were we in the wrap-up?
We fucked up. We figured out we needed to wait for Eleanor Fyson to come back from being out in the woods to talk to him about what the fuck's happening.
In regards to the forest, yes.
And we figured out we now have the semi-blessing of Vasan Arith, who's the Marquis of Guarden. I think I have that right.
Vasan Atrith, but yes.
Oh, it's at. That's not how that's spelled, but okay.
Atrith, Atrith.
Fucking elves.
But
resorts to racism.
Hey, wait a minute! I'm an elf.
Yeah, fucking elves.
I'm a half elf.
What?
Apparently, scorpions around here are very active right now.
Oops, wrong button. I keep tapping.
Good to know. So if you go screaming off into the distance, it's because of that.
I'm not going to go screaming off into the distance. I'm going to put on gloves, go grab it, and then hold it up to the camera.
I respect that.
God, I'm sorry.
I would not do that.
It's so weird looking to my left and seeing
like
5
scorpions.
faces.
In regards,
then don't look to your left and don't see faces.
In regards to actually the reason why you were called to Guarden,
Manhunt.
You were here
to find
yes,
Talamir
that
Renan, who is also Valamis.
Who's wanted as an assassin in
Port Damali.
We
were sent by their Marquis.
Hold on, we went to a pub, right? A pub which was famous for its knife throwing contests. Got to watch some knife throwing, and quickly deduced that the lady there with children, we might add, is shockingly similar to the person we're trying to find.
God, I can't wait to murder children.
Hey, hold on.
Again, overused jokes.
And that's where we are. From
Indeed.
Noted point, though, at the moment, only Osriel knows this. and
Yes.
Ozra was standing on the steps while everyone else was sleeping.
That's true.
And that's where we
left off.
So, Ozra, what would you like to do?
She went over to her kids, right? And I saw that.
She picked up her kids along with an elven man and is now sitting in a booth.
I'm gonna walk up to the bartender and the bartender's there, right? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
another male.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
I sense a fuck up incoming.
Thanks for the confidence, jackass. Anyway,
It's alright, it's just that
I'm-
every single time we've gotten into an important dialogue scene, one of us has somehow managed to fuck it up.
anyway, besides that, I'm
I
gonna
think
walk
all
up.
of us have done that except for Slade.
I'm gonna walk up to him and look at him. And go, could I get an ale, please?
Oh, I forgot
Sure.
you.
He goes beneath the tavern. He goes beneath the counter, cracks open, opens the spigot, fills up the ale, places it on top. Be 2 silver, please.
I'm gonna hand him the 2 silver, and I'm gonna give him an extra 4 for as a tip.
Thanks.
Yeah.
He picks it up.
I'm gonna point at the lady in the corner and go, excellent knife thrower, is she not?
Oh yeah, Valamis is one of the main attractions when she comes by.
Interesting. She come here a lot. Where I'm new in town, I just getting to know the area.
Well, yeah, I remember you from earlier. I know you're new.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she comes by every so often. She works in the surrounding forest, so she's part of some of the logging crews. So she'll be out and back.
Okay. That's good to know. It's good to know that she is strong, lady.
She's already taken, but don't press your
Oh
luck.
no, I know that for sure. But I hope to see her sometime
I
soon
totally
down
do
here
that.
again. It'd be nice to see the beginning of her act. I just got caught the tail end of it.
You caught the better half. It normally ramps up over the course. You caught the finale. That's really the part most people want to see.
But it is good to see the entire conclusion and what led up to it. I do enjoy the entire performance.
She comes by on unless you're planning to stay for like another week or two. You might not see the act.
We
again.
might. We've been traveling so much. It's good to settle down once in a while, just for a little like vacation, you know.
Well, if you're going to be staying for a longer time, you can pay for the rooms in advance and take that off of your mind.
I'll talk to my companions about that, and we'll see. I'll definitely talk to you about that.
All right, I'll give you a better rate if you pay in advance.
All right, yeah, it's good to know. I'll talk with them, but yeah, I just wanted to see what was happening down here. But just good to know. It's very nice act. I like it here.
Fantastic.
Uh,
Pass on your compliments if she comes by again.
I'm gonna walk upstairs. Whose door is first?
I'd say probably Bjorn's door would be first.
I'm just gonna start pounding on it like lightly, not enough so everyone can hear, but just.
Jackhammer.
I'm gonna be like looking back and still pounding on it, just.
Bjorn's gonna kind of. He wasn't asleep yet, but he's groggy. He's gonna roll out of bed, roll up to the door. Oh, what's going on?
As you open the door, Azriel's looking the other way, just going.
Your fist starts hitting air. Make an attack roll with disadvantage.
Like an unarmed attack roll?
He's knocking at the door. He's like pounding at the door like this, right?
Yes.
It's over my head. It's straight up over my head.
16. That's 16.
Yeah, that does. I don't think that hits, does it?
It hits. 16 hits.
16 does hit. As
It's a
the
14
door
and a 7.
opens, he's kind of leaning in, and so while his fist
Wait,
goes
Mike, what did you say?
over-
A 14 and a 7?
Yeah.
Oh, that was before modifier. Okay.
Yeah.
So as he's sort of leaning in, not really paying attention. He's trying to be inconspicuous. He's and he sort of like while his fist is above your head and it misses, his knee, however, sinks you right into like your sternum, and you just stumble a little bit.
I turn around, grab him. I found I found the lady.
You found her.
I found the I'm just gonna start pointing. Just da.
I'm going to reach up, grab him on his shoulders, and bring him down to my level. Azra, calm down. Tell me what happened.
Danger lady, throw knife. Very skilled. Little scary, little horny. But besides that, very scary. She's down with man and children like a family. She's with like family. I think maybe or cover. I do not know. Lady down there.
Uh, okay.
I'm gonna grab him by the shoulders. I'm gonna go tell the others, and I book it to the next room.
All right. Bjorn is at this point just gonna like, and not. I'm not gonna try and stealth it because I just want to be inconspicuous. Just like look down to trying to see the crowd what he's talking about.
All right. As you walk down the steps and you see, there is the knife throwing is still going on. However, it seems to be more like drunken men just picking it up and just throwing it. More often than not, it just smacks like limply against the end of the wall and falls down, and everybody like makes fun of the person who throws it. But you see in the corner there is a small a small section of booths, and in the booth closest to the door there is a elven family that seems to match the appearance of what Osriel was talking about. And while you are looking down, you see the elven woman who's looking around make direct eye contact with you, notes you, and then continues looking about the room. She sees that you are looking at her.
In that case, I'm going to continue downstairs and go back to the bar.
Okay. In the meantime, Osriel, do you want to roleplay each individual interaction, or
Yes!
do you just want to say,
Oh God,
"We got everyone"?
I'm just gonna go down the line and knock on each one door.
Okay, you all hear Osriel's knock on the door. Throughout, like, you eventually get up and have like a little powwow in the middle of the hall.
Osriel, for fuck's sake. What?
I grab him by the face and pull him in close. Lady downstairs, we need to kill her lady issue, the bounty lady downstairs right now.
Do you mean capture?
And what do you want us to do about it?
The lady, I don't know, we could follow her, but she's downstairs right now.
Is she alone?
No, she has the family or something. I don't know, man, kids, something.
I forgot. No.
Well, with her having a family, that makes this a little bit harder. I mean, obviously we can't just do it here. We're not about to start a bar fight. And especially not in front of her assumed family.
I have
Oh,
go ahead.
Do you have any other information on her?
She's very good at knife throwing, which is a little scary, but we've dealt with worse.
Just catch it, lol.
Unfortunately, I did not study in the mountains under a monk, but besides that, maybe one of us should follow her. Assuming she lives around here, it seems like she has a good rapport with the people. Like she's been here for a little while. Maybe she has a home that we can find.
Oh, do you know where she works?
Apparently she, the bar guy, told me that that she works as a log lady. Log lady.
A lumberjack?
Yes?
So she works in the forest.
Osriel, despite being one of the most intelligent people in the room, cannot come up with the word lumberjack.
Right.
Look, man, English. Common is not my first
like-
language.
Funnily enough, Bjorn is the smartest member of the
I
party.
know that's what's concerning. He has
Not concerning.
he-
He's the barbarian.
he has
He's
he
the
has
smartest.
one intelligence higher than I do.
Wait, aren't I weirdly the smartest one?
No, no.
You are the wisest. You are the wisest. It's funny
Yeah,
because you play Quetzal
Bjorn isn't very wise.
as a impulsive, like as an impulsive, like kind of stupid bird. But you are very smart and wise. You just don't. You just like sort of are kind
He's
of
unassuming. He's unassuming.
Unassuming.
I have autism.
But
Autism.
well,
I'm
obviously
smart.
we're not-
I'm just weird as shit.
You're scatterbrained.
Scatterbrained is a good term for
but
it.
I like that.
Anyway,
maybe
Yeah,
we should
I
follow.
assume since we're not gonna do anything here, we're going to like follow her.
I'm still
Normally,
down in the bar.
I would.
remember?
Yeah, it's just
Bjorn
it's just,
Bjorn
Oswald,
went
you
down.
and me.
Bjorn went down to I don't
Well,
know.
and me.
You
I
went
know.
down there?
No, I'm with you.
He was referring to me, but I kind of
Yeah.
assumed that I was addressing that it was just the
Be-
three of us and
Yeah.
you.
Bjorn is
Yeah.
currently downstairs, maybe just scoping it out. But one of us should go with her, and maybe see where she lives and maybe we can track her in the morning.
Well, whoever is that gonna be, it's not gonna be me.
I'm gonna
You
say.
think I'm stealthy?
None of us. We don't actually have a rogue in the party anymore.
Yeah, we don't have a stealth
Yeah.
character anymore.
And keep in mind, this person was also an assassin at some point, so I would imagine she's pretty decent when it comes to sneaking and perceiving things.
Probably.
So maybe the sneak and follow her approach isn't the right play here.
Maybe we just let's just be unassuming. Let's just we know she's
That-
here in the city.
That's what I'm
We
doing.
know she works in the forest. Let's talk to the forest guy. Maybe they're connected.
Do we?
We know she's here.
Do we? By the way, we can get the discount for the rooms if we prepay them. Only the low price of $9.99.
Well,
Shut
Five
up.
installments of
How long are you
$19.99.
But let me go downstairs and talk to the barkeep. Maybe he might. Maybe we can get Bjorn to talk to him and act like he's what the fuck, Slade.
What the
We needed to be stealthy.
It's a mole rat. Get him.
You deadass look like a Kenku. Hold on. I want everyone to Google right now what a Kenku looks like.
I know what a kenku looks
Wait,
like.
I know.
Yeah.
I know what
How you spell it?
I know what they look like.
Kenku? Kenku.
Kenku.
Yeah, that's
But
pretty accurate.
but maybe
What the fuck? What?
maybe we can get Bjorn to act like he's looking for a job with the lumberjacks. He seems more like the one that would work in that area of expertise. I don't think any of us look the part.
Well, given the monster problem, maybe they need guards.
Potentially, I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna like creep around the corner and walk
All right,
downstairs.
can I
looking
go
for
back
Bjorn.
to sleep now?
Sure. You go back to sleep. Bjorn, you were at the bar.
Yep.
No, I was
gonna-
asking Osriel. That wasn't for you, Chris.
Oh, I'm gonna look over. I'm
that was
gonna
part of
look
the
over.
roleplay.
I'm gonna look over my shoulder.
God damn it!
You want? We find. Fine. I'll talk to you in the morning.
Okay. Do I see Oswald come back down the stairs?
Not yet. This
Okay.
is still in the middle
Fucking
of
cat.
this is still in the like after you went downstairs. This is you arriving to the bar the first time.
Yeah. I'm just gonna stroll up to the actual like bar area and order a pint.
You British.
He hears, "Can I have a pint?" He goes under, starts to fill it up, comes to the top, sees you're a dwarf, goes back down again, fills it up a little bit more, and then
I appreciate it.
3 silver, please.
I'm gonna pass over a 4 silver.
All right.
Round up a little bit. Like, come on, you gotta do it.
Rounding up from what?
I gotta round down gold to silver here. Hold up.
10 gold, 1 gold to
Yeah,
10
yeah.
silver.
So minus one of those. Add 10 of the.
If you do minus the silver, it automatically does it for you in D&D Beyond.
It does not. Anywho, gonna say, well, I had mentioned that I was done in the keg for the evening, and then, to my understanding, my old comrade here saw something that kind of amazed him, so it had me intrigued. So I'm back.
Oh, are you talking about the knife act? Valmus's knife act?
I guess he kind of came up all stuttery and didn't really say much. Just he seemed kind of stunned.
Well, that must have happened in between our conversation. He seemed perfectly capable of cognizant thought then, but unfortunately, she only does it once in the evening, and she's finished with it. Probably won't be back for another month or week. Sorry, I had a little bit myself. But if you want, and he gestures back towards the the drunken group of men throwing knives. You can amaze yourself at their fine marksmanship.
Fine, maybe stretching it just a bit.
I don't know. They seem competent enough, and he points back, and the one of them throws, and it like sticks sideways into the wall, and then thunk 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 falls down the wall like that.
Okay, that's one of those things that like I can't tell if he was doing that by accident or if that's just ridiculous skill.
He leans down. It was an entire accident. They're all gobshite. That's fun. I'm going to kind of raise my glass and then take a swig and head over to the knife throwers. At this point, Osriel does come down if you want to join up with him.
I'm just gonna wave at him.
I'm gonna walk over to him and kind of lean down towards him. Bjorn, do you think you would be able to act like you want the job working in the lumber area with the lady?
Did you talk to her?
No, not yet. I was gonna say...
Then how would we know she's working in the lumber yards?
I talked to the bartender, you see, and he told me.
Is that so?
Yes. Maybe you can talk with the bartender and get the job there and we can keep an eye on her.
Why don't we both go over? You can introduce me.
A knife goes whizzing over both of your heads.
Where do I see where it lands?
Yeah.
Huh?
Do I see where it lands, like in the wall?
It completely missed.
I'm gonna look at
I
Bjorn.
also want to
I'm
come
gonna
down.
just like
Alright,
my hand
that's
definitely falls to my hand axe, still resting at my hip, just like out of reflex.
I just
And
kind
then I'm
of...
gonna rest and take another swig.
I'm too busy talking. But if you can get the job there and we can find out exactly where it is, we can keep an eye on her. And if need be, we could ambush her while she's not suspecting.
All right, well, I'll give it a shot.
Thank you. And do I see Trailer coming down at this time?
Yes, trailer has come down just slightly behind you.
I'm gonna eye him and just kind of like give him a come here wave, just to...
I'm going to walk to the bar and ask the bartender for an ale first.
I just see him walk by me.
The same rigmarole. Puts
Yep.
puts one up top. Asks for 2 silver.
I'll pass him 3.
Okay.
Gotta tip your bartender. Come on, man.
It's bar etiquette. Anyway,
It's bar etiquette.
I just kind of I look at him and just like that. Are you coming?
And then I'll go.
Just-
and join
I'm just like sitting there doing this. Just okay.
Well,
Bjorn's gonna go talk to the bartender to see about getting the job. Or
Oh, I thought I was going directly over to her.
no, I meant to go talk to the bartender.
Why the bartender though? I don't get it.
Because he might know where like the exact location to like apply for the job, so you can go there.
Oh. I thought you meant like I would ask her to hire me.
No.
That would have been interesting, but
Yeah, well.
oh well.
Anyway, Bjorn's gonna go try to talk about finding a job there to spy on her. We might be able to ambush her while she's unsuspecting at a certain point, and we can learn more about her the more we watch. In the meantime, I'm just kind of sitting here watching that kerfuffle going on as I point to the knife throwers.
I might try my hand at it, actually. Do you want to
Uh,
join?
one of the knives actually stick in the side of the wall now, and the entire group goes, yeah!
All right. Upon seeing this, can I attempt to throw my hand axe right next to it?
Sure. You want to throw it like right next to the hand axe, or right next to the dagger, or just like
Yeah.
in a similar area?
Right next to it. Like I want to line it up with the dagger.
Okay. Make an attack roll with your dexterity modifier and your proficiency.
Okay.
So
The attack roll. I do have proficiency with my hand axe, but how do I?
just roll your great axe.
Oh,
Roll your great axe throw. then
that great axe or the hand axe?
Hand axe. Sorry.
Right.
Roll for your
And
hand
then-
axe. Subtract 1.
13.
13. You you throw it and it sinks into the wall, but it's not close enough to
White.
where you wanted it to be. It's not like right next to it. It's a little bit off to the side, maybe about half of a foot, and it's like kind of angled. It's not perfect.
I'll basically like I'll cry out, kind of accentuated. Damn! I need practice.
The group goes, "Hey, go get."
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'll grab the hand axe and also bring the dagger back to the guy who threw it.
Yeah, he like slaps, grabs it. Goes, I'm gonna get you a drink. Come on, and brings you back to the barkeep. But he buys you a drink.
I will. I'll remember that in case this guy's glass ever runs out himself,
All right.
or his pint.
Traylor, you wanted to throw one of the daggers as well?
Yes, I want to throw one of the daggers.
All right. There's only one dagger that like the entire group is really using.
Okay.
If you and it's currently like being held by the guy who's buying Bjorn a drink. But when he comes back, he sees you standing with the rest of his group and says, "Oh, what do you want?"
I was thinking of giving that a try.
Oh, and his like eyes immediately brighten and gives you the dagger. Go on, try.
All right, I am going to throw it at the wall.
Okay.
How many? Do I see like marks of where they were?
Yeah, it's like it's pockmarked all over the wall. It's
Okay.
like, have you ever seen like in a bar that has one of the old classic dartboards, how if you remove
Yeah.
the actual dartboard, there are like little holes all around it. It's like that, but the entire wall.
Okay. I'm just gonna throw the dagger at the wall then.
All right. Make an attack roll with your Dex modifier, and your you're proficient with simple weapons, and
Yes.
your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
So D20 plus 6.
18.
18. It jams and vibrates in the wall. It's a very strong throw. And the entire group, yeah! They go over and like try to tug it, and it's just stuck in the wall. And then another person comes behind, bear hugs, and pulls, and both of them comes out of the wall, and they both fall flat on.
Oh, I'm loving this.
I'll walk over and help both of them up.
Okay. You're cool. And then they go run outside to go void their stomachs all over the dome.
Classic.
As the sudden impact with the ground seems to have been a bit much for them.
Little too deep in the casks for those two, eh?
Yeah. and then I'll return and start sipping on my ale.
All right.
Notably, I'm not touching the ale. It's just sitting there.
Yes, you are. You have
Yeah,
just
yeah,
a cup that is in
No,
front of
yeah,
you.
yeah. I
Wait,
like that on purpose.
Fucking
I
hold
just,
on.
I just want his I just want the mug just to be sitting there and just stewing. I'm just like not touching it at all.
Mm-hmm. So what do you guys want to do next?
I was waiting on. I thought Gibby was next because he was gonna go talk with either one.
I'd actually like to start a friendly competition with our new priest friend. Or cleric friend, sorry, not priest, cleric.
Trailer?
Trailer, yes.
All right. You
Alright.
two are. What do you propose?
All right. Let's see. How do we want to do this? We both take a throw at some random spot on the wall, and the next person, the first person, within 3 throws to get closest to the original spot wins.
I look at him. I mean, you could just throw it at me, and whoever gets closest without actually hitting me wins.
That's a bad plan. Just gonna say that now. I have a hand axe in one hand and beer in the other. You think that's a good combination?
Well, I can heal, so
Yeah, we'll be fine. Get one of the
if
drunk.
anything happens,
Get one of the drunk people to stay still.
yeah.
Let's just. How about this? I walk over I pull out one of my daggers and I stab it in the wall and thunk it, like in a good like open area and just stab it in there. Closest to that wins. Deal?
Deal.
Okay.
Best of 3.
Sounds fine with me.
All right, let's do it. I'll put down 10 gold, actually. What do you think?
I'll add on to that pot 10 gold.
All right, winner take all.
All right. So, first round. Let's have both of you make ranged attacks with your respective weaponry.
Cool. So that's my just regular modifier -1.
I don't think a mace would stick in the wall.
No, you would be using probably one of Osriel's daggers.
Well, I have bad news.
What about the dagger that the drunkards were throwing? Is that safer?
They are also attempting to do this. They don't have any money in, but they see the dagger in the wall. They've heard the conversation. They're also trying.
Okay. Hey, Osriel, you have a second dagger I could borrow for this?
I pull out the +1 one, the really nice one. Look at him. Yeah, I've got this one, but this is a nice one.
Oh, you
You
little
probably
shit.
don't want me to
Okay.
use that one.
I'm gonna go walk over, pull the dagger out, toss it to him, and just pull out my hand crossbow and thunk it in the wall instead, an arrow.
That works. If we just put
Yeah.
an arrow instead.
Just
Okay.
thunk.
All right.
Well,
so
who's rolled first here?
well, you guys are doing this at the same time. You guys are essentially
Yeah.
both throwing at the same time.
Yeah, Thomas, you want to tell me yours first?
All right, so D20 plus Dex plus proficiency.
Yes, D20 plus
Yep.
6.
Okay. 16.
Nat 1.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
So-
gonna fumble it onto the ground, I think.
Yeah, so both of you throw, and where yours, Traylor, it sticks, it's like kind of close by. Bjorn, when yours throws, you actually throw and it hits straight on the hilt and bounces back right towards you. I need both of you to roll dexterity saving throw.
Do I have to as
Okay.
well?
No, you're at the bar.
Okay.
13.
17.
17. You both see it coming and jump out of the way as it skids at the feet towards the other guys. Which,
Wow, you
interestingly to note, you see as they threw it, theirs is very close. Just through pure happenstance, theirs is very close by to the actual arrow.
Bjorn
Wow.
is just gonna, without saying a word, just look over at the knife, look over at the pint, and put the pint down.
As he does that, if you at the bar, Oscar just goes.
All right, I'm gonna forget that happened. Round 2.
Round 2. We're gonna throw again.
And I'm gonna grab the dagger.
That's better. Let's go.
They're kids. Let's go.
All right. Second round.
16.
16,
22.
22.
Oh, fuck off.
So, Osriel, you watch as both of them sink in again. Traylor's is closer. It's closer than both the drunk groups and Bjorn's. Bjorn does actually sink into the wall this time, about 6 inches. Traylor's is about 2 away from the actual arrow shaft. You guys pull back again, and we're gonna do round 3.
All right, it's time for the real dice. Come on, bring me the luck.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Here we go. That's lucky. More lucky than not. Still can't beat trailer though. Sad. 21.
25.
Fuck off.
19 plus.
Oh, you bitch. I got a
You watch
15 plus
as
6.
The second time, they're both closer again, but this time, Traylor's dagger is almost touching. It's about half an inch away from the original arrowhead.
Well, that just about.
As
That
just about does it.
as I go to grab theirs, I want to use my dagger and throw it at it.
Your dagger and throw
Plus
at
1.
Yeah, my +1
The
dagger
arrow?
and throw it at the arrow as well. As they go to
Okay.
grab theirs,
okay.
just to
Roll
like
an
stick
attack.
between them. Well, rip you guys if I miss.
Between us.
27.
27. You guys walk up to grab yours, and as you're pulling them out, you watch as shunk, the dagger is split. The dagger splits the arrow shaft and sinks in to the actual tip of the arrowhead.
Fuck.
And
Once again,
pull 'em
Bjorn is
out.
going to reflectively, even though he's trying to pull the hand axe out of the wall, reflectively drop his hand to where the hand axe should be, and then just like exhale. Fucking hell!
And I'm just gonna like lean against the bar like with a smirk on my face, and just and whoever looks over, I just wink at them.
I'm going to return to my pint and also hand over my 10 gold to Traylor.
Thank you very much.
I almost had you there. But
Almost.
but you did better.
As I walk by
Well
Bjorn
played.
to grab my dagger, I go, "No, you weren't." As I grab it.
Osriel, as you walk up and pull out your dagger and snap the arrow off the edge of the wall, roll a perception check.
12.
12. You walk up and pull the dagger and the arrow out, and all of a sudden, standing right by your side is the elven woman who you saw in the corner.
Land successful.
In Elvish, it slips. I just say, "Son of a bitch" in Elvish.
She responds in Elvish. Now that's a rude thing to say to someone, isn't it?
Sorry, you startled me. Bad habit that I have.
Cuss.
Hi,
You're really good with that dagger, aren't you?
Lots of training. I'm sure you know lots of it. I saw the end of your performance. Very good. Very nice.
Very nice.
God damn it, Oswald! Are you such a social?
Yeah.
Like he's
They're-
more socially awkward than Slade.
My charisma's an 11.
Look at Slade's face.
Sorry, minor roast to Slade, more intended to roast Osriel. No offense, Slade.
So
You see, well, I appreciate the compliment, but you seem to have me rivaled there, don't you? It's a very fine dagger there.
Oh,
And let's see. Yeah. And she picks the dagger right off your hand and starts whirling it around.
it,
Classic.
it used to be one of my comrades before he perished.
Sorry to hear that. She hands it back to you.
I take it, kind of give her a nod, and kind of sheath it back.
Can I
Learn.
kind of saunter? Can I saunter my way over to their conversation at some point?
Sure.
Just wanted to get that in there before you continue.
So you start to walk up and says,
Yeah.
"Where'd you learn how to handle a weapon like that?"
Um, back at home, I worked on farms. Me and my friend like to act out some things, and I started doing that. But I just kind of picked it up along the way, adventuring.
Make a deception check.
Okay. Natural 20 on my deception check with a +0.
All right.
Well then.
So just as funny.
She
I'm so glad
responds.
it wasn't a negative.
Responds. Well, you seem to have a mighty fine natural talent then. If you picked that up farming.
You tripped over your words so well she couldn't tell what was truth and what was fiction.
How would you like to have a wager ourselves? I noticed you seem to step in between your friends there. Would you like to try?
Yes.
At this point, can Bjorn have gotten there? And just kind of, as he hears the comment of right between your friends there, he's like, "Aye, yes, please show him what for, eh?"
I'll do my very best. And she sort of takes that dagger off of she plucks the dagger. Well, not the one that you said was the dead friend, but she takes a dagger off your belt and hands it to Bjorn.
All right. I'll take it. So you want me to just put it in the wall, or you?
Put it or throw, whichever you please.
I'm a little bit more used to my axe here, so I'm just gonna jump up and put it in the wall.
Okay. She pulls from her belt the same knives that you saw before that were a part of her act, and she goes off and sort of stands where the group was. As soon as she approaches, the group of drunk elves just back away. She gestures to the line.
I step up to the line and pull out my dagger.
All right, let's go. First round.
20 in total.
20 in total. Your two sink into the wall, and yours is close, but hers is a little bit further away. It's like comparable to a little bit behind where yours would be on the other side of the act. She sort of like grits to the side and says, "Oh, poor showing." Second try.
25.
You throw again. Yours is very close, and hers lands in almost the exact same spot as her previous one did. Third time's the charm.
Yes. 16.
16. You watch, and this time she throws, and where yours hits, she actually throws it, and it knocks your dagger aside and lands next to the, like, on the inner end of where your second dagger was thrown.
Gotcha.
Bjorn is gonna make a particular show of like suddenly leaping out of his seat and applauding vigorously.
She sort of, oh, unlucky. She reaches her hand out.
I grab it in a handshake.
Shakes hand.
I squeeze it a little firmer than just very firmly.
Mm-hmm. Picks the daggers out the wall, slides them in, says, "Well, that was certainly a fun showing. Thank you for indulging my request. What's your name, might I ask?"
My name is Asriel.
Osru. Valamis.
Good to
Pleasure
meet
to
you.
make your acquaintance. And she turns and starts to walk out. You see her, uh, the male and the two children are waiting for her at the door. And as she passes by, you see the male elf have like a kind of a disappointed look and whisper and like say something in a hushed tone to her. And the kids kind of like they're not really paying attention. They're just like hopping up and down and like kind of tugging at her, like trying to get her attention. She scoops one of them up, and then both of them walk out.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone able to hear? Like, try to listen in, or is it just
Um,
completely out?
it's a hushed tone, and the tavern is still
Pretty loud.
going about. You can make a perception check to see if you can want to try to read his lips.
Sure, I'll do that.
All
Sure.
right, make a perception check.
23.
23. You see, as you're looking in, reading in, you see, he's actually speaking in Elvish.
I know
Uh,
that.
But you do know that as you are an elf. And you see that the words that he's mouthing seem to match very well with, "You shouldn't show off in front of the kids. It makes them insufferable at school."
Oh,
And then walk out.
Bjorn is going to take his now mostly empty cask and return to the bar.
and I'm gonna
Alright.
take another sip out of mine.
I'm gonna start lighting a cigar as I walk over to Bjorn.
Yeah. As I walk up to the bar, I'm going to clean out the last of it and return the cask to the bartender.
As I
He
walk. Oh, go ahead.
grabs it and says, "Do you want another top up?"
No, I'm all right. I nearly killed myself with that axe earlier. I think it might be in my best interest not to have any more.
Very well.
As
Have a
I
good night.
as I walk up to light the thing, I look at the bartender. What's your smoking policy in here?
None of that shit in my face, and you should be fine.
Good to know. I know that much. It's proper etiquette. As I light it, I take a huff and then I offer it to Bjorn.
No, I'm good. Before the bartender leaves, though, I'm gonna just kind of raise my voice and ask him, if you don't mind me asking, though, who was she? Like, we're adventurers, so we're decent, but, like, she's done this before, right?
Valamis? Oh yes. She's a part of the logging company up in the Dorel Woods. She comes by every now and again. In between expeditions, she's working most of the time, but apparently she was a carnival worker beforehand. So that was her.
Okay, I was gonna say, how does a lumberjack, or someone who works for the logging company, no less, get that good with a knife, but circus acts. Okay.
Chops down trees with a knife.
Do you do you by chance do you know where one would be able to get a job at the logging company? It seems we're evidently a couple of our companions are a little low on money, and you know it'd be nice to know our options for potential jobs working around here. We've taken a look at the Steamcasters Guild already.
Um,
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
They don't like us right now.
let's see. I actually don't have a. I don't have that currently. Let's have. Uh. Um. You'd probably be talking down to Orist Yolata.
Otis?
Orist Yolata. Uh, she she's the head of really the logging company based in Guarden. I don't know exactly where her shop is. I don't really have need for lots of lumber. I know that she transports mostly to other areas of the Menagerie Coast and a little bit to the Dwendalian Empire. But if you ask around the merchant ring, you should be able to find her.
Thank you very much. It was a fun night. I thank you for the drinks.
No problem. Do you want another one before you go?
No, I've got my cigar, and I offer him a hit.
He points at. Do you remember what the fuck I just said?
Fair enough, fair enough. I was just seeing if you wanted a hit from it, whether or not.
Wisdom 0.
It's a courtesy offer I offer to a lot of people.
Have a good night.
You too. I'm gonna walk upstairs to go smoke, and as I walk upstairs, I'm gonna look for Quetzal.
I'm glad that worked. I threw the hand axe in the first place because I wanted to get like the crowd going again. I wanted to get her involved, and it worked so well. Ah, that was good. I like that.
I'm gonna go to Quetzal's door and knock on it.
Mm-hmm. Quetzal, you hear a knock on your door.
I go over and open the door. What?
Hi. Jesus, I did not.
Knocking on heaven's door.
Hi, we encountered the lady some more. She's working over. We found the area. But I want to talk to you. Tomorrow we might go down there. How are you with you're good at flying, right? I assume you're a bird, right?
I would hope so.
Would you be, in order to spy on her, would you be able to fly in the air and keep an eye from above?
I feel like I would be very obvious as a bright blue giant bird following someone from the sky.
No, cause see, here's the thing. She works in the forest, so if you can kind of stay in the high treetops.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Try.
I'm gonna get up tomorrow morning and wake everyone when we want to go. But I just needed to check with you. But thank you. And I'm gonna head to my room and go to bed.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Yep. Fiona's also going to similarly hit the sack.
All right. Traylor, are you still at the bar?
I'm gonna drop my cup off and then go up and also sleep.
All right.
Pray first and then sleep.
All right. The morning comes, and you all get long rest if you have expended anything previously that I might have forgotten about.
I don't believe so. Let me check my conditions to see if I'm still exhausted. I am not.
Morning comes, and all of you eventually find yourself either sitting in your room or waiting at the bar or one of the booths to collect yourselves together before making the day yours.
I'm up early to make sure everyone's awake at an earlier time so we can head over. Because I assume they probably get an early start in the morning as a job as like a job might. Um, so I'm just gonna like wake them up, make sure they're awake, and then kind of go back and wait for them.
I will come downstairs and meet with Hazel.
Yep, me too.
Yep.
Water.
I think we're all just going to convene, yes?
All right, all of you are now together at the bottom of at one of the booths of the Wooded Respite.
Okay.
Neat.
Nadar, since you were missing last night, I'll fill you in. Um, the lady's working over at a lumberjack area. We're gonna go over there to investigate and maybe spy on her. But yep, that's basically it. So that's the need to know basis essentially on the quickened version. You okay?
Would it not be wiser to wait and talk to that other one of the other leaders? I can't remember the title, but the four guys, and one of them's one of the forest.
The
Eleanor
Noldor.
Fyson.
No, the Noldar. Yes, thank you, God.
Thank you, God. Oh right, yeah, because that's the council's name. That's right.
Indeed.
I believe they want to be back for a few days still, right? They said they'd be back in a couple of days.
They said 2.
Mm.
Yeah,
So it would be tomorrow that they get back.
yeah, but we still can do a little bit of investigating.
I'm not too sure, to be honest. Seems like forcing an interaction at this rate would just get us, draw more suspicion onto us.
Well,
Well,
she's not seen.
that's-
She did not see us with Quetzal or in the Dar, so they might be able to pose as potential bodyguards or something.
Well, let's go.
Yes,
Maybe talk to the
bodyguards.
son first, and then
Yes.
Hence why I think we should talk to the Noldar guy.
Que-
If they need us to go
Quetzal-
on, if they need us to
Quetzal
do adventure things
exudes
and
the
clear out some
aura of a
monsters, then-
bodyguard.
It would do us better to wait to talk to Alanir, and then find out we can use if say they need help guarding some. Did they tell me that she was a log lumberjack?
I think we will. Let's just say we debriefed everyone on kind of the events that transpired.
Okay. We know that she would as lumberjack. She cuts down trees. She'd work in the forest. They probably need guards for it if the monsters are acting up this much. We wait. We ask. We can use that as cover, and get paid in the meantime.
Money is good.
I suppose. But we did also say that we would update the Marquis about everything going on.
We knew that she was here. All we know is that she is here.
And she has a family.
That's not relevant to as far as the Marquis is concerned.
Well,
That may be
we
so,
didn't-
but
we
it's
didn't know
something
where
to be considered.
we didn't know where she was. Now we do.
Well, we knew she was in. That's why we were directed to Guardian.
Yeah, but we didn't know where she was.
Well, she seems to frequent. What's it called? The Whisper.
Well, I know. That's
No.
what I'm saying. Now we know.
Bar.
We didn't even know
the-
if she was going on.
Let's go talk to the
The bar!
Let's go talk to the Marquis. He might have some ins as well of getting us a job there as the bodyguard. He might be able to help us out.
All right, it's better than doing
Let's
nothing.
see the marquee. Yeah.
It's better than doing nothing.
All right. You guys make your way to the Ornatora, which is the big spire in the middle.
Oh, wait, my dad's home. Hold on. Let's continue.
You guys make a meeting with the Marquis. They bring you to the same room. After a little bit of waiting, Marquis Varsan comes by and says, you were all back so soon. You work rather quickly, don't you?
More coincidence than skill in this case, but yes.
Well, what news do you have? How can I help?
Hi, Slade's dad.
How do we want to explain this? Let's see. Well, after we found ourselves a place to stay for the evening, down at the Wooded something or other pub, can't remember the name.
Wooded Respite.
Wooded Respite. I was close. Down at the Wooded Respite, we heard about all the knife throwing and all that, so we decided to, have a good time. Turns out, she was there. Under the name, we actually knew the name, didn't we? Never mind. That's not
Valmus.
important. Yeah, Valmus. Under the name Valmus. She definitely knew what she was doing with the knives, but the more important discovery is that she appears to have a family. We weren't told anything about this, so I'm a little confused.
She has a family.
So it
Could
would
be
seem.
Could be she's working a cover.
Hmm.
Could be this might be where she
I'm
comes
back.
in between jobs.
He also
Quite
seems to work
possibly.
in woods.
The only thing that worries me is that by some miracle, if this woman who matches every description and has the same skills as the person we're trying to hunt down, this just happens to be some housewife.
Oh,
I have concerns.
I have
the
seen my
chances.
fair share of coincidences. This does not seem to be. This seems to be too big of a coincidence to be a coincidence.
Fair
Wait,
point.
wait. Oh,
How are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The number of things that match up
Mhm.
seem too numerous for this to be simply a coincidence.
I
What? How do you intend to move forward?
We learned that she's working at the lumber mill area. She evidently works in there. We were hoping to potentially maybe be able to tail her by getting posing as guards or a job or something that might be able to let us more closely uh, uh track her and investigate what her intentions here are.
Well, the logging crews work in seasons. We're near the end of one, so it would make sense they would be shipping out soon. You would be joining one? Attempting to follow one? What would be your avenue? What would be your angle?
Uh, I don't think we got that far. You said they're
Wow.
shipping out soon?
Yes, the logging crews work in seasons. They go into the forest for some time, then they come back. The forest is said to be inhabited by the Fae and has an entrance to the Feywild within. I
Hmm.
don't much pay attention. It's not my it's not my concern very much. That's why we have Alinar. But the whatever the reason may be, the logging companies do not stay there year round. Taking too much too soon seem to be selfish and could incur the wrath of the denizens within. So we're coming up to the end of the rest season. Then the lumbermen have a job to get back to fairly soon.
Do you think we should act sooner to not give her the time to escape?
Well, if I don't know if she actually is a lumberman, she would be within the forest uh, as a part of some of the crews. If she isn't, then she might be escaping on her own business at the same time in order to keep up the appearance. I
Hmm.
can't really have suggestions. I deal with running a city. I don't deal with running mill companies. I
That
can't tell you what to do.
do you have
I'm assuming these logging crews require protection, don't they?
It's not uncommon as of late. Within the past few years, attacks have been more frequent. I know some of the companies hire out wandering bands, few mercenaries within the city. They're more men at arms, Zalezo on their off time, rather than uh, a real cohesive army or a cohesive group.
Fighting force, yes.
they seem to lessen the incidence of attacks.
Well, she's posing as part of the crew. We could always be protecting that crew. Keep an eye on it. We can do both. Investigate what
possible.
she's up to and provide protection
Hmm.
for your crew.
Would that be a question to ask the other Noldor? I can't remember this other guy's name for the fucking life of me. Forest dude, Noldor Forest dude.
Should we take this? Do they have a wait, real quick? Do they have a title that we should be referring to them as, or just their names?
The title of each of them is a Noldar.
Okay.
So, Marquis Vasan Atrith, he is the Noldar of security.
So it was the
Alinar-
Noldar
Oh, God.
Alanir. We were told this. I just didn't write it down. He is the
Alinar Facine is the Noldar of the forest.
Is this something we should take up with the Noldar of the forest?
Um,
Alinar when he returns? I believe he
they-
returns tomorrow.
Noldar does not. He works with the leaders of the companies, but he does not. He allows them to partake of the forest. He does not manage them specifically. If you were looking for if you're looking to be a security detail, this would be a conversation to have with the owner of the specific logging company. I could give you a letter of introduction and recommend you as reliable and competent mercenaries for the protection of the next crew that goes out. That's as far as my influence would really go.
That would be helpful.
Hey,
It
Chris.
might come in useful, but
Sorry.
we also don't want to give them anything that would tip them off to
True.
what we're doing.
This could also be part of the letter. It's not uncommon for protection crews. We would just be noted that you would not be mentioned as recommended by the Marquis.
Okay.
You wanted something, Ghost?
Oh yeah, Aldo says hi.
Oh, hi, Aldo.
I don't know who this is, but they say nice haircut, Chris. You look sexy.
Mark, that's Rob.
Okay.
I know who they are, and I know why
Chris
they're
is
together.
bringing sexy back.
Yeah. Anyway,
Question.
yes.
Answer.
So how late are we doing this session?
Depends on how late you want it to be.
Okay.
We can move it faster if you have someplace to be.
Yeah, because I need to go out and eat with my dad at some point. Just later. He said he had stuff to do right now anyway, so.
All right.
So-
I know you're in a different time zone. How much longer will you say you would want to have this going for?
Wait, yeah, isn't it like 5 p.m. for you?
Yeah, it's 6 p.m.
6 p.m. You're 2 hours behind. Okay.
Yeah. It's probably 1 or 2 hours.
1 or 2. Okay, we can make that work.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So would you like this letter then? Should I write this up for you?
Can't hurt.
All right.
Yeah.
Which company are you going with?
No idea, mate. No
How many
idea.
are there in the city?
There are a few. About 3. There's Woodland Woes. There is the Breath of the Forest, and I'm not certain of the other, but if you know the name of the owner as well, that would I could just title it to them instead.
Breath of the Wild. Wait, did you say Breath of the Wild?
Breath of the Forest.
Sorry, my brain went to Zelda. Yeah, my
Legend of
brain
Zelda?
immediately went to Zelda. It replaced it. Breath of the
You can tell.
Breath of the
Wild.
yeah.
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Forest. That sounds cool.
All right, we'll have to
I-
find that information.
You
Which
were
one
given a name by the bartender.
Oh wait, were we?
You
Of
were,
which
you
one
were
she worked for?
told you were told
I
to
wasn't.
speak to Orist Yalara.
Oh yeah, I wrote
Okay.
that down.
Okay, so then what have you guys?
It's like I give you names for a reason, guys.
I wasn't at that conversation.
Reasons.
I was sleeping.
Yeah, but he was.
Actually, wait, neither was I. Yeah,
God.
Yeah.
I have an excuse.
I
Ah,
Orist Vlada.
Orist
Forest
Yalara.
of Fours.
Then I'll make it out to Orist Yalara then.
Thank you. Oh, I can't read my own handwriting.
I was gonna say we've given the name to the most verbally handicapped person here.
Yeah, I just can't write properly.
Eventually, he comes back with a letter, hands it to you, and says, "If you bring this to her, she'll likely be more favorable upon your proposal."
Thank you.
Very well. Have you need of anything else?
I don't want to be recognized by her in case we are going undercover. Do you by chance have a spare helmet around?
Just the helmet.
Yeah, just the
Sure.
helmet.
Not your entire outfit.
He gestures to the guards that brought you up, and they take off their helmet and present it to you.
I take off my hat, kind of set it aside, put it in my bag, in the bag of holding, and I put on the helmet. Thunk. Okay, perfect.
Fantastic. Well,
Wow, you totally look like a different person.
unless you need anything else, then I do have things I need
Things
to get
to
back.
do. Yep, as we all do.
All right. So you guys are basically kicked out into the street, and you are looking
Fantastic.
to find Oris Gilara.
I'm gonna check the map and see if it.
Yeah.
Do we know? Did he by chance point us out where they are on the map, or oh, we didn't ask?
He doesn't know who they are.
Yeah,
I'm
he
I'm
does
gonna.
not. He runs the everyday of the
I'm
city.
gonna
He's
check
not
the.
paying
I'm gonna look
attention
at the
what
map to
company
see
names
if there's
are.
any area that might be marked on it.
You do see you do see Woodland Woes, Breath of the Forest, and the Greenery. But those three are all listed in different spaces in the city. You don't know which one is owned by which.
Let us go to the greenery. Let's try that one first.
Okay.
Yeah, why not just find someone to ask instead of going right there?
Yeah, that would work.
Fantastic.
Okay, guys, whenever you want to do something, you have to say, "I want to do that," so I know that
Yes.
I'm going to pick up on it. Otherwise, I don't know if you guys are going to just keep
I literally I'm just gonna ask some guy in the street like, hey, do you know where I can find this person?
Sure, they point you out to the Woodland Woes.
Okay.
Fantastic. Like if there was like a guard or some other character I wanted to ask that I would have, but I literally just wanted to be like, hey, can you like it's literally the equivalent of going on the street like, hey, what's the time?
Like these people exist. You can ask about them.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
never
ideal.
asking for directions when you're in like a new city.
Mm-hmm.
It's, we'll find it eventually.
So
Okay,
I
so
Walk around.
you
Cool.
find that they
So
are
we're going
in
to-
the Woodland Woes,
The Woodland Post.
and I'll even take initiative here too, and you guys eventually make your way towards the Woodland Woes.
Okay.
You walk up and you see that it is it's within the merchant ring. It's another one of the more conventional buildings, but you see that it is made of more roughshod lumber than most things around. It's not as like finely crafted with beautiful lines. It's essentially like a log cabin in the middle of
It's
the
hot in
city.
here.
Well, name checks out.
As you walk in, you see that there are two elves and a human within the city, within the building. And the human looks up and says, "Hi, can I help?"
Uh, Yeah, we have this letter. Who has the letter?
You do.
Okay,
You
I pull
do.
out the letter and I look at her and go. We needed to talk to Orist.
Orist? Sure. And she turns back and leans towards one of the elves there. And this elven woman, wearing more like conventional, like it's not like plaid, but it's more working clothes.
It's not plaid. You couldn't let it be plaid.
No, it's not like traditional lumberjack. Like
God damn it!
it's not a plaid, but it's
Yeah,
more
you're funny.
working clothes. It's more working clothes. And she grabs it, opens the letter, starts to read. All right. How's 250 gold sound?
Yeah, that seems good.
Cool. Show up tomorrow. We'll be heading out. Need anything else?
Show up here tomorrow.
Yeah, show up here. This is where
Got it.
we go.
Okay.
At what
Just
time?
making sure. What time?
What time?
I don't want to be late.
Early, sun up.
Okay, thank you.
Cool.
Sure.
Much
Bye.
obliged.
Have a good one.
You get the sense this is a very like strict, punctual woman.
I walk out.
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Is
Dude,
she hot?
pussy.
No, I am not Anton right now. I am Nadar.
Well,
That's
rip his house.
Anton's
Rip
thing.
his
This is
house.
not a
10 points
one
of
shot.
damage.
We are respectable people.
10
Yes.
points of super damage.
Who?
You got a D12 for that. I hope you know.
Who got stupid damage?
Huh?
Me
Traylor.
or- Oh, okay.
Traylor got stupid damage.
God damn it.
As we're walking out, he trips over the doorway and slams his face into a rock.
You know what? Okay. I'm using cure wounds on myself. Fuck you.
Alright, you get
Stupid damage?
Do we?
Yeah, he's not gonna. He's
So you have found a agreement for the season, for the lumber season, and you are now on your way. You have an entire day to yourself.
Oh right, yeah, it's the fucking morning.
It is the morning.
Bjorn, did you learn anything? Did you by chance read any of that book yesterday?
That I did.
Anything interesting?
Made some good progress, but I have nothing conclusive yet.
Okay, I was gonna.
It's a little out of date, as you might imagine, from its state.
Well, I was gonna say if we've got the day to explore, we could go back there and see if we can purchase maybe a book for you to learn, or see if they're willing to help you study it, or anything of that sort.
You know, I've actually given that some thought, and that might not be the wisest choice. Seeing as how they seem pretty intent on keeping that as secret as possible, I'm not sure how well they'd take it if I strolled in there saying, "Hello, I know the secret of Steam for Steam casting."
It's fair enough. I'm gonna see if I can learn anything else about the city. I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna see if there's maybe a
A
bookstore.
library?
Yeah, perhaps maybe that, or just a bookstore in particular.
Fucking nerd.
I look over at him. Do you want to come with? Maybe you could learn something.
Yes, what is there worth learning?
Not to be a snarky dick.
This is going so well.
As I look at the map, I kind of look at the rest. Do you guys want to come with, or do you guys want to go shopping?
Let us go, Azrael. Let's go dive deep in some books.
I'm gonna dive deep into a book of my own, namely How to Steamcast.
Yeah, I mean, they might, if we can find a bookstore or the library, they might have a book buried somewhere that might help.
Maybe we'll uncover a secret layer by moving a specific book on a bookshelf.
I smack him at the backside of his head.
You're not Gibbs from NCIS. Stop it.
You get a little corner cuff. Quetzal, is there anything
I'm
that you
just
want to do
laughing.
today?
No, I don't have anything specific.
All right.
Let us kill time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bjorn, we'll start with yours.
Alright, cool.
Yep.
In the meantime, I'll be right back.
You want to just read? You want to read a section of your book? Yeah.
I would like to. Yes, I would like to read a section of my book.
Okay.
It's a good
Give
book.
me a perception check and then an insight check.
Perception and then insight.
Yes.
That perception was a natural 20
All
for
right.
a 24 in total, and the insight was an 18, a natural 17 for an 18 in total. Holy shit!
Okay. So you have a very easy time picking up on this next set of text. The opening was a little bit faded, but as you get towards the inner of the book, the text becomes a little bit more clear. There's less wear on it. You're starting to see that once the water is heated into steam, it enters this secondary chamber where it's then added to. It swirls around, and there is a it's a very specialized chamber where the different materials are then added so that that steam can infuse within. There's a period of it being removed, worked, re-added, so that the material can become more open, more porous, and actually become a little bit more malleable. That is your second tick of reading.
Hooray! I'm very happy I rolled a natural 20, but of all the times I had to roll it, it was when reading a goddamn book. Not in combat. I didn't like smack somebody with my axe with a natural 20. No. I read a book, and once again, the stereotype of the barbarian being the most intelligent person in the room is reinforced.
Woohoo!
All right. Osriel and Nadar, you guys are going
Yes.
to find a library or a bookstore.
I'm gonna hunt out a bookstore first.
A
I
bookstore.
I doubt there'll be a library here.
Okay. So, asking around, you find out that the closest thing to a bookstore was Kyrith's Commodities. Where
that's the general store?
That's the general store. Yes.
Aye.
On
That delightful
on the inquiry of finding places of knowledge, you know that the House of Enlightenment, based from Ayun, which is one of the houses of sagacity, would be one of the major places of learning. It is the general school, and it is the most compounding place of knowledge.
Okay,
within the city.
I'm gonna head there then.
Okay.
Do you know where
So-
you're going?
I got
You're
the
gonna
map.
you're gonna get there, and you're gonna find a whole bunch of people that make Osriel look like a jock. just like
I walk in. What are you doing here, meathead?
All right. All right. So you walk towards the three houses of sagacity, and you see the large white pillars, top domes, glass, stained glass that Traylor saw the day before. And as you walk in, you see that there are now. It is a beautiful interior. It is almost like a cathedral, but it seems to have not as much. There's grand sweeping architecture, but there is also there are no pews. There are small like cylinder, like if you placed a cylinder and pressed it into a bit of soft clay, there are
Yeah.
depressions,
Gotcha.
circles where you see there are lots of children sitting in circles, and they're at the head of one. There appears to be each at the head of each of them. There appears to be a teacher. One of them have many smaller children. Some of them are older. You see that there are a few. As they get older, the clothing seems to change. There are fewer commonplace clothes, and there are more white and blue cloaks as you get older and older. And you see at the head of the cathedral, if you will, there is a very old, copper-toned, white-haired elf with deep blue robes, and she appears to be walking around and listening in on each of the circles. And when the door opens, all heads kind of turn to you for a second and then go back to their circles as the teachers call them to focus and pay attention. And the deep blue robed elf comes up to you.
Hello.
Welcome to the House of Enlightenment. My name is Iridi. What can I do for you all? Are you here to learn?
Yeah, I was told to come here for of any knowledge of sorts. Just general studying.
Well, there's lots of knowledge here. What would you wish to seek?
I was gonna look for a couple. Do you have any in magic casting of any sort? Basics of sorts like that of any kind?
Are you wish to dabble into the arcane?
Yes.
Well, there are classes that are taught here. It is a rather developed subject. But if you wish to sit and learn the basics, there are quite a few who could help. Would you like to join the class, listen and sit?
Uh, yeah, I would not mind listening in on it. I know a little bit of magic, but it's a different kind of magic. I am looking for more of the fundamentals of like spell casting and things.
And thus starts the 5-session-long subplot of going to college.
Yeah, college.
What did you do in your D&D campaign? I went to college.
Michael gets broke as fuck. Colorized 2022.
We walk out. Oh, thank you for the knowledge. Okay, that'll be 8,246 gold for the first 20 minutes. You stayed here for about 6 hours.
Mm-hmm. Well, then come. Are you to study as well? And she gestures towards you, Nadar.
You know what? Why not?
Very well. Come, sit. I will bring you to the Star Seeker. And gestures over. This is one of the larger circles, and they're standing at the head of this one. Instead of a deep blue robe, it is more purples. There is purples, and there is like embroidered white stars within the cloak. And as you walk up, you hear, and this is the crux of the weave. Ah, Priest Aridi, how can I help? And the elf in front of you says, these two are to sit and learn of your lessons. He says, oh, very well. Come, what do you know of the arcane?
Wait, who's he addressing first?
Both of you.
Oh, okay.
Arcane? I came here to learn about magic.
I know.
That is the arcane.
Yeah, I know, that was the,
I
Wow.
know.
that was the joke.
I'm the oblivious one today. Woo.
I know a little about a specialty magic that is very unknown, but I do not know very much about of core magic such as spell casting and stuff. My friend here, I believe, does
The entirety of
dabbles in that.
magic.
I know a bit more. But it's always worth seeing if someone could teach you something new.
Ah, there's wisdom within your words. Well, come, sit. We shall see what we can impart upon you before the day is over. And they start to go through the spellcasting, he doesn't stop his lesson, but whenever there is a concept that others seem to know and be assumed, he takes a second to pause and explain it a little bit for you guys.
Mhm.
Eventually, they go through their time to practice, and he comes up and addresses each of you a little bit more one-on-one, giving you a little bit of spells to practice, pronunciations, talking about the feeling that comes with it. And a lot of this is familiar to both of you. You are both magical of some essence. A lot of what he's saying, a lot of the feelings are very similar to Unidar, but strangely, only the back half. When he starts, when he has the, when he begins to speak of the process of conjuring the magic, all of this feels new. But when it's about the craft of conjuring and then refining it into a specific spell, that's what you're very familiar with.
Mhm. That makes
For
sense.
you, Osril, a lot of this is very new. You are familiar. You are familiar with invoking the magic of your blood. It's very much an inner sensation of dragging and taking, but the way it's manifested is directly into a weapon. So there's a focus, but that focus is strange when it's applying to from yourself to yourself or from yourself to another. It's very strange and kind of hard to wrap your head around at first, but the concepts are beginning to be placed. By the end of the day, the class ends, and you are told to return in the morning should you feel fit to come back.
I thank you very much for the lesson. I'm very happy to learn about this. It's something I always enjoy learning things, the unknown that I'm currently not aware of.
That is what unknown means. Yes.
Dang, Bjorn, he must have snuck up on us. I did not hear him.
I'm sorry. Do I sound
inclines
like
his
that
head-
right now?
He declines his head slightly and says, "Of course."
I don't need to pay like $800,000, do I?
No, you are welcome to come back. However, upon return entries, we would ask a gift to the house to keep up costs.
Understandable.
Understandable. Have a
I
great
thank
day.
you again. I go to shake his hand.
I understand.
He reaches out his hand and shakes it. It's a little bit of a dainty handshake, but it's there.
But yeah,
Nerd.
I'm gonna.
I bow my head in respect to him.
Yeah,
Just-
we're gonna head back to the
Yeah.
tavern to sleep, and then.
yeah, how long did that take? Was this all day? For
That
us
was
two?
all. Your thing was all day because this was
Okay, let's go! College classes!
you guys. Your escapist fantasy is going back to college. That's what you guys do before.
Hey, going to
I
college
read a
is
book
where
about
you get-
forging. Screw you guys.
Hey, going to college is where you get laid.
But Traylor and Quetzal, is there any
I'm sorry,
way you
I
guys
had-
would like to spend your day?
No.
Playing with Noir.
Yeah.
Yeah, Noir,
I go to a dog park with Noir.
Noir very much likes the ear scritches that you spend all day giving her.
Yeah.
I actually want to go back to the House of Enchantment,
Okay.
and speak with them again.
All right. Let's see if I did I give a. Oh, I did. Okay, cool. So you go back and you speak to Lancelin.
Yes, Lancelin.
As you walk in, you see he's in a very similar position. However, his face has changed once more.
Hmm.
It is no longer either of the faces that he showed you the first time. He turns around and says, "Hello, child. What brings you back?"
I'd like to thank you for the other day. The information that you gave me was valuable and proved very useful.
Well, if you ever needed assistance is ours to provide. However, he shifts his face again, and it returns to the face of Valamis. Remember not to judge too harshly on appearances. Things are fluid between us elves. Things change, they shift, and as above, so below. Face shifts back to a third, unsimilar face.
What does this face now look like?
What
Ghastly.
does this face now look like?
Yes.
Ghastly.
No, this face is male. This face has a larger nose, thinner lips, angular chin. He has not grown facial hair, but his eyes has shifted to a deeper amber color, and the eyebrows are flat.
Neat.
Pretty neat. Interesting. But first,
Let me take a
the
selfie. Apologies, please continue.
Oh, I don't see. My gut is to give stupid damage, but I actually liked that one. You get
Yeah,
inspiration. You get inspiration.
God damn it.
Yeah.
He gets inspiration. Thomas takes stupid damage. Welcome to DMing with Chris.
Right. The first person that you showed me, they matched it matched quite well with the person that we found. I'd actually
Imagine they would.
like some what's the word for it? Some insights on what to do from here. We've learned possibly where they work and who they are. But when we saw them, they also appeared to have a family. Possibly
They
a
do.
husband and 2 kids. What would you or Corellin suggest that we might do here?
He sits. Well, he sort of leans backwards and
Living in a lonely world. Took the midnight. My dad just starts playing that in the other room. It's great.
Corellin would not guide your path here. There is Corellin is not a god of second chances, not a god of redemption. But change often allows for one. Things are not ever static. Who one is today may not be the same the next.
Mm.
Days flow, persons weave and ebb. I would not guide your path, but help you understand it. There's not simply one path ever to walk.
Hmm.
Oh,
Anyway,
Hi, Slate's dad.
Okay, I'm just not. Would there be an area here that I may pray to?
Did he just give
my
him like
God?
a glass of Fireball or
I think
something?
you just gave him whiskey. Yeah, I think you just wanted him to give him whiskey.
This spot is primarily for Corellin, but any space you find, any space you find within these walls, should your thoughts go to another, then that space becomes dedicated to another.
Do I know that both gods belong to the Celerine pantheon?
You know that I won't have you roll a religion check. You know that they belong to different pantheons, but they are not enemies. They do not particularly they don't mind each other.
Hmm.
They don't hate each other. They don't hate each other. They don't really like each other. They both exist within their own spheres, and they don't really have similar aspects. So
Okay.
it's not a terrible affront to one
Okay.
to be praying to another.
Okay. Um. And I'm asking, Lancelin again. Is there a gift of the house that you would have me?
Fuck. Any gift you give will be gladly received. But ours is not a house so tied to the public. Of the three, our contribution to the city is most minimal to the day-to-day folk. So we require less than other houses might.
I see. That being said, I am going to look around and find a nice spot out of the way, maybe in another room, to attempt to convene with my god,
Mm-hmm.
and on the way, give Lancelin 25 gold.
He accepts it, places it within his robe, and then returns to his spot at the altar, head down, seemingly in prayer.
Nerd.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go soon.
Okay.
Like,
Um,
Oh bueno.
we can.
because I have to go eat, and things are going to close if I.
All right.
Yeah, you should go then.
We can end this here.
Yeah, we
then
can
this
end it
is
here.
a decent spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
because
fine
that
with
means
me.
then the next morning is gonna be the us leaving to
Yep.
go to the forest.
Yeah.
So that's good.
And then I'll end off the day with my stuff.
What was I doing?
Mhm.
Or I'll
Yeah.
start the day next time with ending this day.
Mm-hmm.
If
Okay.
that makes any sense.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Sorry.
No,
You're
it's
good.
it's
All good.
I'm just glad we were able to have something.
Yeah, cool.
Because
Yeah.
you're gone.
So,
You were gone.
I'm so glad we're fine. Like we're done because I had a game pause for about 2 hours now. I've been waiting to show you, Chris, or anyone else who cares about Fallout, this situation.
Oh,
Are you sure
by
your
the
game
way,
didn't crash?
by the way,
I'm
he had
hoping
me
it didn't.
he had me taste.
I'm gonna thank you guys for watching. Everything's been fucked up now, but yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later.